UK Amphibians and All Things Wildlife presents Which types of flowers or plants flower in July? Hello everyone, welcome to UK Amphibians and All Things Wildlife. Today I'm going to show you what flowers in the garden pond in July and what flowers in my garden in July. I've done quite a few of these videos already. I'd just like to show you what the difference is in July with the flowers in the garden and around in the pond. So as you can see, we're in the pond area at the moment, and if you look closely enough, I've got a lovely white lily flower starting to flower over there, just over there. A lovely white lily flower. See if we can see anything in the pond. There's quite a lot of newts about. I've thrown some fish flake in. The fish flake is in for the tadpoles, and the newts tend to like this as well. If you look, you can see quite a bit of water moving. That's the newts surfacing on the pond. If you want to check out my other videos, guys, I've got plenty of videos with all the amphibians in the pond and how I care for them throughout the year. So have a look through my other videos after this video. Not only that, we do have on the video how I actually created my pond, which, if we step back, I'll try and give you a better view of it. The stones around the edge, all the stones around the edge of the pond, that is where I built a hibernaculum. So if you check back one of my first ever video and how I built this pond, it'll show you how I built the hibernaculum and the pond. Right guys, let's get back to it. What flowers in July? So here we go, a lovely Yarris plant. You see the Yarris plant attracts a lot of insects as well. So a lovely pink variation there. There you go, the lovely pink variation. And what else flowers in July? Some lovely lavender. So it's starting to take quite well, the lavender around the pond now. And what else flowers in July? Here we go, some lovely purple toadflax. Really nice, this plant attracts plenty of bees into your garden. Speaking about bees, there's one flying over there. This plant that flowers in July is called field scabious. There's quite a lot of it getting ready to flower now, and this spreads nicely around the garden, and it grows quite high as well, which is really nice. So you can see plenty of it quite high around the pond. So some more field scabious there. Right, what else do we have around the pond? We have some sweetlet William. These attract the hummingbird hawk moth. I've seen them flying and feeding on nectar on these, so it's really nice to see. Some more Yarris there, which just not started to flower yet. There actually is some wild majorum there, which is getting ready to flower. It does flower in July, the wild majorum. Here I have a bit of common knapweed. I've got quite a bit of this around the garden. I'll show you more as we go along. And here we have a lovely red and orange variation of the fox and cubs flower. Here we have some Verbena bonariensis. I've got quite a lot of this flowering now, it's starting to flower. And the lovely yellow flower here is called yellow monkey musk. It's a really nice flower this. It flowers all in the damp areas of the garden, and especially around the pond. What else do we have flowering? We have the pink variation of which is called over there the red valerian. So the red valerian there, that's the red variation, and then you get the pink variation there. This attracts the hummingbird hawk moth too. I've seen them nectaring on this this year. I've actually got a few videos of them nectaring on the red valerian. These plants are starting to go over now, but they're still flowering in July. Is the oxeye daisy flowers. Lovely flowers. I'd have liked a few more to flower around the garden this year. They haven't done, so I'm going to get plenty of seeds and scatter them in the garden, and they do grow everywhere, to be honest. What else is flowering in the garden? Let's have a good look round. Some more oxeye daisy flowers going over now. Newt down there feeding on the fish flake. If you want to know what fish flake to put in, I use tropical fish flake. There's a company called Herons online, which it's quite good stuff. I feed all the tadpoles with this, and they do raise nice and healthy. Right, some more lavender. Lovely lavender there. Getting a pink flower from the red campion, which has gone over now. And these are the seed pods for the red campion, which I collect. I have been collecting them recently, and then I just scatter them around the garden for plenty more to grow. Some more lavender. Right, let me take you to my other pond. Look here. So in this section, I've got quite a lot of tadpoles. Look closely enough. See all the tropical fish flake, the feed on the tropical fish flake. Flower that flowers in the garden pond. Nice red lily there. Some lovely. There's a newt down there, and there's a lovely tadpole there. Excuse the noise, it's a bit rush hour today. There's quite a few noisy cars driving about, so excuse the noise, everyone. Right. Some more Sweet William, looking stunning. Some more lavender. Some more Sweet William. Some more red valerian. There's quite a lot going to seed now. I'll show you it here. It's going to seed. That just blows around the garden, all these seeds here. And I don't mind, to be honest, because it gets it's really nice flowers, you can see when we're going around here. Right. Some more purple toad flax. Same with this. This flowers in July, and also there's plenty of seeds coming off this too. I suppose you all agree with me, it looks really nice, and it does attract a lot of the bees and the butterflies to the garden, and insects too, for all my amphibians to feed on. Right, the yellow plant there is yellow loosestrife. That's a lovely flower in July. And also still flowering in July is my catmint flower. And this attracts plenty of bees. This flower here is wood cranesbill. Really nice purple flower, flowering everywhere. I call that wood cranesbill. And here, as I mentioned, some common knapweed. She's got quite a lot of aphids on here as well. So plenty of food for the little frogs that will be coming out now and the little toads. So everything does work in nature for everything to feed on. Nice food cycle. Right, I'll take you down to my other area, some more fox and cubs. Another view of the pond. Remember guys, if you want to see how I built this pond and the Hibernaculum, look for part 1 in my videos and it'll show you the complete build of how I built the Hibernaculum and the wildlife pond. Right, some more oxeye daisy flowers, looking nice and strong there. Right, this yellow flower here, does anybody know what that is? This one here, this yellow flower is in fact, I'll let you tell me. I'll tell you in a bit later on the videos. Leave me a message in the comment section. Right, this one here, showed you this on my other videos because it's got a nice caterpillar on here at the minute. I'll see if I can get a closer view. This is common ragwort. There, if you look closely enough, just on top of the flowers there, they're just starting to get bigger now. Are the caterpillars? Does anybody know? I have got a video which I've told you which type of insect moth lays their eggs on this plant. Can you leave a message in the comment section and I'll answer you if you're correct. Right, so that's common ragwort, and let me know what moth lays its eggs on this plant, please. Right, some more Sweet William, a lovely poppy. This plant here, beautiful plant for attracting bees. This is called Viper's Bugloss. Lovely wild flower. It's an annual flower, so you have to make sure you get plenty of seeds down for it to flower back next year. Right, this plant here, wild carrot. This attracts loads of insects. It is quite invasive, this, so if you don't want it to spread, make sure you get the seeds off. Speaking about seeds, plenty of seeds of the red campion here. That's the red campion plant, which you can just still see some flowers going over there. And what's starting to flower now is a wild majoram. Some more oxeye daisy flowers in between the purple toad flax, and then this is oxeye daisy. Some more oxeye daisy. This plant here, I love this. My buddleia plant. This is flowering lovely now. This also attracts the hummingbird hawk moth, but also loads of butterflies. That's just starting to flower now. It's a lovely purple flower that you get from the buddleia plant. So buddleia plants flower in July, and what else flowers in July is more Verbena bonariensis. Lovely flower, and it grows quite tall as well, does the Verbena bonariensis. Some more red valerian down there. That's the plant. I would like you to let me know in the comment section what that is. It is in my other videos. I have told you in my other videos. It also attracts a certain type of butterfly. So I have told you in my comments, in my other videos and my comments before, so I'll let you answer me that in the comment section, please. Right, some lovely flowering origamo. It's a wild majoram. So that's just starting to flower now and looking really well, and this attracts loads of butterflies. Right, more there, just starting to flower. This flower here, the white flower, let me take you to it now. Some lovely damselflies there, I've got loads of them around the garden. This white flower here, this plant is hedge bedstraw, and I really like this growing in my garden, to be honest. I really like the flowers. There's a reason why I'm happy with this growing in my garden, is because I want it for the hummingbird hawk moth that keeps coming in my garden to lay its eggs on here, and hopefully I'll have some caterpillars growing on this plant, which will help me get plenty more hummingbird hawk moth coming back every year, which I have done every year so far, which has been really nice. Right, another view of the hedge bedstraw. What else do I have a flower in? Right, some more field scabious, some more oxeye daisies, some more sweet william down there. Plenty of, you see all the plants attracting all these insects as we go around, all these bees, damselflies. It's just amazing. Right, some more common knotweed. The yellow plant again, which I want you to let me know which it is. Some more of the yellow plant, which I'd like you to let me know in the comment section, please. Some more Verbena bonariensis. And over here, I'll take you, some lovely cornflower I've got growing here. So some lovely cornflower, some wild seeds I put in the garden. Also here, this is my hot plant. I'm hoping to get a certain type of butterfly to lay its eggs on this. I have got it laying its eggs on some of my hot plants further down the garden. They don't seem to have laid any on this at the moment. Hopefully I'll get some lovely butterfly eggs on there. I'll let you know. In fact, I'll tell you. So it's a comma butterfly that lays its eggs on the hot plants. So if you want to attract the comma butterfly into your garden, and they're really nice, and the caterpillars are really hairy too. Right, what else have we got to show you? Right, I'll show you my vegetable patch. I'm really happy with this year. So I've seen the butterflies flying around this the last few days, the cabbage white butterflies, and that's what I'm wanting. That's why I'm growing these. I'm not growing them to eat the vegetables. I'm growing them for the cabbage white butterflies to lay the eggs on. So I've also, what else flowers? There's some lovely purple tansy. Really nice flower. And going over now, still flowering in areas, is some cosmos. This flower, does anybody know what this is? If you know, leave me a message in the comment section. I know what it is, but I want you to let me know. This flower isn't flowering at the moment, but this is mint. So I've got some flowers on my French runner bean. See the red ones there? They're flowers on my French runner bean. If you hear the kids in the background, excuse the kids. I think they're just so happy that school's just finished today, so I think they're enjoying themselves in the garden. Right. Some more fox and cubs. Some more oxeye daisy. Some more common knotweed. So there you go, guys. What flowers in July is what I've just shown you in my wildlife garden and around my wildlife pond. I'll take you back to my pond just before we go. I think the Viper's bugloss looks stunning, doesn't it? Plenty of bees flying around it. Right, the wildlife pond. So in here, this is all the entranceways and all the gaps in the stonework for all the amphibians to crawl inside and hibernate over winter. And as mentioned before, if you're searching my videos, it's in part 1 where I built it, and it's quite a fair few years now since I built this wildlife pond. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment, and you're welcome to put in the comment section what type of videos you want me to put on, and I'll try and please everybody by putting up different videos for everybody. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe please, and thanks very much guys for watching UK amphibians and all things wildlife today. Thanks for watching. Please give us a like and comment on all our videos, and don't forget to subscribe to see more amazing content like this by UK amphibians and all things wildlife today.